Tell us what you know, human. Welcome to M3 is 3D. Every day I shoot a short film showing the authentic slice of life for a 3D printing entrepreneur. We've been in business for 6 years, and this is how it all works. And we're doing the walk and talk from the West Wing. Round up, we got an Einstein, we got a David, we got another David. Customer ordered a giant Elon, but filament broke. The final D20 of the custom order is almost done. Other D20 is almost done. Waffle is almost done. Almost done, waffle. And sadly, hot dog had a snag. Yet such a bright future, but we will not give up on this project. We are going to make another and complete the dog. Had a little bit of time to design a fried egg, so we did that. Now it's coffee time. Legitimately nice day. Some of the first glasses weather we've had in a while. I just went through a residential neighborhood and there was a little old lady with one of those walkers with the tennis balls. The tennis ball is kind of attached to the bottom. A little bit of a weird thing to say, but I actually felt this like tinge of envy. Some part of me felt a little bit of envy for somebody that died like maybe say 10, 15 years ago. In some ways it would be kind of nice if your story of the world had ended about a decade ago, you know? Because like, in a lot of ways things have gotten quite a bit crazier since then. To me, a pretty good cutoff date would be like 2010. If my experience of the world had ended at 2010, I'd be like, all right, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good run. If this world we live in was a movie script, I'd be like, yeah, cut off the past 10, 15 years. That's probably about as far as we need to go. That being said, without coffee, my head makes me wish I was dead. I have a super massive headache, but maybe a little of this will help. I think we're gonna go to that walking path from when it was rainy a few days ago. Let's have a little walkie walk. It's a real nice day. So good to just get some fresh air. Whew, so good. There's something about nature, such as it is, it's almost like it depressurizes you or something. It really almost is like whatever's stressing you out, you just remember that the world is bigger than you. Once it starts getting nicer out, we're going on walks in the woods more often. I spent so much time yesterday designing it, just being stuck behind a screen. I love designing stuff, but man, I can only take so much of it. Man, I want to have a shop that's out here, just in the woods, just like among the trees and stuff. Yeah, this is only a block away, about a block away from the shop. I don't know why I never come here. I just need to be in nature more. Like, get so shut in. This is so relaxing and just peaceful and nice. This is what we're meant to be in. Most of the time there's nobody out here too, or very few people. It's quite serene. Yeah, once it starts getting nice out, we're going on walks more. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's funny. Obviously every episode ends with gratitude, but I do feel myself being more grateful. Like when I'm walking out here, what's really occurring to me randomly sort of is sales have been real good, and I've been designing. The thing that's crazy about my entire 3D printing business thing, not only are sales good, but sales are good on things that I like designing. Like, I'm selling fun things. It's not even like I'm selling boring things and making money. I'm selling cool things and making money. Obviously, one of the things we've been doing is digging through a lot of my old stuff because I'm, you know, moving into the new unit and stuff. And it's just reminding me a lot of the vending business days and some of the other stuff I've done. I was fortunate to have that experience, but I honestly really didn't like selling people soda and like snacks that are really, really bad for them. I kind of knew in the back of my head, what I'm really doing is just making people obese. I mean, I'm not saying I think I was doing anything wrong, but I wasn't exactly contributing to the best of humanity, to like good things. I mean, if somebody wants to get obese and just do unhealthy things, I think they have that right. I'm all about the freedom. And maybe a little of that isn't so bad, but obviously it's a big problem in America. And I'm kind of glad that I'm doing something that isn't contributing to that. I guess the point I'm driving at is I'm feeling very, very grateful. And I also feel like I'm on kind of the right path. No pun intended. It's just occurring to me that making those big food items is probably really what I should have been doing the whole time. I'm glad I did all the little experiments and tried different things, but I think I need to at least get, man, it'd be so clutch if I had 50 big food items. I'm sure out of that, a few of them are gonna sell like crazy. But the good thing is they just get views and drive traffic. Yeah, there's something about being in the woods, being in nature. It almost clarifies your thinking and just makes you realize like what you should be doing. You're getting down to a little bit closer to your basic human existence. I'm just feeling like grateful for things. I'm feeling clearer in my strategic thinking. Maybe we'll try and do this like at least once a week. Seems like a good idea. All right, I think I'm gonna head back, but this was very refreshing. Yeah, probably at least once a week, gotta do this. Maybe I'll even put it on the little chart. Yep, good walk, good coffee. My headache is almost gone. Well, that was super good. I think we are going to get the egg printing. We're going to paint and we're gonna clear out. Actually, I think we're gonna clear stuff out before painting. We still got a little bit of daylight left. It'd be nice to do it not at night. So here is the egg. It was actually kind of hard to decide what the shape should be because I didn't want it to sort of look too perfect, but I didn't want it to be too splatty looking either. I thought this kind of, you know, made kind of a nice balance. Just kind of a classic egg splat. I also designed it so that, you know, it wouldn't have overhangs, kind of a nice gentle slope. And we've got the hangers on the back. It's a little fuzzy looking, but those are proper and the way they should be. So it'd be fun to just see cafes and stuff put this, you know, on their walls and stuff. Once it's painted, it's gonna look real dope. So I'm gonna plate that and figure out which printer I want to print it on. Then we'll clean stuff out. Actually, it's kind of dark now, but I just want to really, I'm rearing to go to get these racks moved over and start arranging things. I just really want to do it. So we're making that a little bit of a priority. I have it slicing right now, but I think we're going to make it official. We're going to try to take a walk twice a week. It doesn't even necessarily have to be over there at the walking path, but just 2 walks a week. If it's not on the schedule, if it's not on the board, it's not real. There we go. And we got one. So yeah, I thought about making it 3, and I thought about making it 1, but man, we can do 2. Like, we can get 2 walks in per week. Just think of yourself as a dog. Dogs like walks. Why shouldn't I? But yeah, I think I just get so busy and thinking about like all the things we're gonna do. Some of those basic human things just get forgotten. And it's time to not forget it. We're making it real. This is on the board. We do this. We do this board. The walks are real now. 2025 is our year of getting our shiznit together. Yeah, it's real good temperature out there. Like I said, it's a good day to make a bunch of progress on this. I think we're gonna try to strip whatever parts I wanna keep off these useless Tronxy printers. throw away everything else. Maybe tidy up some of these little boxes and stuff and get into throwing away some scrap. I think we are going to take these rods, gonna take these motors, and we're not gonna take these motors because even though these look like normal stepper motors, they're like a different kind and they don't work with Creality ones at least. I might take like this carriage. Actually, nah, I'm not even gonna take that. The heated bed is a must and the glass, of course, is a must. But I don't even care about saving the extrusion. I've pretty much given up on the whole thing of building printers. We're not even gonna do that realistically. And extrusion's not even that expensive. So we're throwing away the vast majority of this. I'll keep the extruder upgrade things. I'll actually keep this belt. This is the same gauge belt that the Creality printers use, and there's a bunch of it, so why not? But like I said, I can't say goodbye fast enough to these Tronxy printers. I mean, they were the bane of my existence, and I'm not exaggerating. We're also gonna save these little bed clamps. It's a small thing, but they secure they secure the bed really, really well. It's kind of fitting that the last thing to attempt to be printed on this thing not only failed, but kind of under extruded and got really, really inconsistent. That's a very good picture of what happens with these Tronxy printers. At least the two that I've got. Yep, we are keeping this heated bed. As you guys may know, a heated bed this large, it's real expensive. So we're getting the majority of the value by keeping this. Yep, there we go. That's a valuable piece right there. So perhaps the worst thing about the Tronxy printers is this system right here. You know, you have a series of pulleys that controls the X and Y dimensions, and it's just horrible. But like I said, we can keep this because the belts do wear out every so often, and this is a lot of belt right here. I'll also keep some of these kind of cords. I mean, you can never have too many of those. They fray. Even if you're not like setting up some new printer or something, they get frayed or wear out or just something goes wrong with them. Pretty much stripped everything worth having out of this, at least from my perspective. Now we gotta lift this thing. And these are really, really heavy. We're also going to keep the Tronxy control unit. This doesn't take up that much space. I'm pretty sure I can sell this for 100 to 150. You know, despite all the things that were wrong with this, there's actually nothing wrong with this control unit. And I'm sure that there are people out there that want to replace one of these. Since these Tronxy printers are pretty heavy, I'm not gonna try to lug it myself. We're just sticking it in the back of the car, driving it over to the dumpster, and tossing it in. This feels great. Just feels so good to get rid of these things. Yeah, this pretty much feels like the end of an era that I couldn't be more happy to be over. All right, we took all the stuff off of this one as well. Rinse and repeat. I was gonna do a little more. That was kind of a decent amount of work and we still got other stuff to do. But, man, that's really coming along. We really just got some scrap, a couple of printer parts to find a place for, but we're making progress. Stuffed pork chops with the stir fry sauce and oranges. Let's do some of these guys, get them ready to paint. This, of course, is a very large T-Rex head. Moai. Another Moai. Otter dish. Little sharky boy. Check this out. Sold another Chihuahua Pilot, this time on Mercari. David's little pug boy. And another pug boy. All right, some before images. These are, of course, the Moai. This guy's going gray. These are gonna be gold. This is the new skull. We gotta apply the white to it. See, that's looking pretty cool. Sharky is gonna be Sharky colors. This one's going white, and so are these. And after, a couple of Moais D20. Gold boys. Ooh, that skull's looking good. Ooh, he's a pretty boy. Then we've got Sharky, little puggy. And of course the White Davids. And most gloriously, giant T-Rex head. We're gonna get into this much more moving forward, but I couldn't quite resist. Oof. Well, it's the end of my day. How's it going for you guys? What kind of day did you live today? Write in the comments what you did today. Oh man, so what am I grateful for? Honestly, it's so simple, but that little walk in the woods was so nice. It's hard to convey, it was just the perfect temperature out. It's been like real cold and just rainy and horrible. It was just a blessing. Really, I moved the ball forward a lot today. We've got the waffle almost done. I'll reveal when it's done tomorrow. I want you to get the full effect. But we got the egg done today. You saw we painted a new skull design. Probably gonna do a giveaway for that in the next episode, so watch out for that. And I actually designed a whole nother skull design. On Cults 3D, the actual file for that last skull I did really well. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make quite a few more skulls, and then when one of them stands out from the others, I'm gonna make a big version of that. Like, this is a giant skull. Obviously, you can't really see that. But I think I wanna see which of the skulls does the best. Like I said, make a big version of that. And yeah, we're probably gonna maybe do that a few times this year because it's so great when you sell the big skulls. With the big T-Rex skulls, I've actually had several of them sell to like interior decorators. Like sometimes these are like pretty fancy interior decorators in places like New York and stuff. There really aren't that many people that are just making like big dinosaur skulls. So, plus my prices are probably better than even the few people that are competing with me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling really good in general. We made a lot of progress cleaning out the unit next door. And it's like starting to feel like, oh wow, this is happening. We're really doing this. It's gonna be a whole nother shop, baby. Just feeling so good. I'm a fundamentally optimistic guy, and I like having things to feel optimistic about. Very optometristic, very autistimistic. Oh yeah, before we get into Discord, you might remember from like a week ago or less than a week ago, we are taking a trip. We are taking a trip to Tyler on the 5th. Which is like a couple days from now. And so there's a couple things I want to get done. I want to get that custom order with the D20s, which shouldn't take too long. But it's happening. We are going overnight. We're staying in a pretty nice hotel, which I booked. And then we are thrifting. We're maybe even going to get up kind of early and go thrifting to like every place in Tyler. Tyler's a pretty big city. So that's going to be epic. All right, Discord. Responding to yesterday's episode, Creative Layers PT says, it's been an amazing journey so far. You created a community. Keep going. I will, brother. M. Hussey Rocks sent me a gif of a bunny. Toasty O's says, Spirited Away is a gem of a movie, well worth your time to watch it. I wish I could watch it again for the first time. I have dated multiple girls that were Miyazaki fans, so I'm familiar with this opinion. Oh, I almost missed one. Joe on Discord writes, question, is there a story behind the pull-down theater seats you have in the shop? Where do they come from? Well, I'm glad somebody asked me about that. I have talked about it earlier, but I found them on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling them. He was this guy that kind of went to a lot of swap meets and stuff, but as you probably could guess, there are a lot of movie theaters that have shut down, let's say somewhat recently, and these are from a theater from the 70s or 60s or something like that. They are quite old, and he had 2 sets of strip theater seats. The other ones were kind of a beige color. I went with the groovy 60s green, and these are going into the new place. I already have a really great spot picked out for them. But yes, I love them, and they were only $100. So that ain't bad. On YouTube, Thy Mystic says, grateful for a lazy Sunday and some top class entertainment. Wow, I would love to know what you were watching. Guy, this says, waffles, exclamation mark. One more, I'll be grateful when you read comments while eating that bag of Tostitos chips on the shelf to the left behind you. Okay, I'll be honest, I did not even notice that these were here. They are very old and quite inedible. Well, I hope you had as good a day as I did. Now let's all think of something to be grateful for. It could be anything. It can be coffee, it can be walking your dogs, it can be watching a really good rerun of Twilight Zone. I mean, honestly, I've been grateful a time or two. Tell me what's really floating your boat in the comments. We're here to pay attention to positive and uplifting things. So please do that in the comment section. I will probably give you a heart and an upvote. You might get some other upvotes. We really like the positivity around here, and this is a great, nurturing, edifying place. Thanks for watching. I really love it when people like go through the playlist and watch all the things. By the way, the playlist has every episode from the beginning in order in the description. If you want to check that out. We've had some pretty big events. There's a lot of things that have happened in the show that you get to see every stage of. And I think it's pretty cool. So I made it available. A lot of people asked for it. But I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks. Peace out.